Hope in the Dark organization. We are putting an end to Ghana child labor. So our slogan is, don't lose hope when it gets dark, the stars will come out. And our logo is right there, and it's hands holding children, and then the red, green, and yellow represent the flag, the colors of the Ghana flag.
Our mission is to end Ghana labor child labor throughout Ghana and bring hope to the laboring children.
As some of you may know, child labor is a big issue in many countries, including Ghana. Poor families are suffering through an enormous amount of debts. To support their family financially, they feel like they are forced to sell their children to work for a slave owner or master. Their children are forced to work so that they can perhaps pay off their family's debt. These laborers face harsh conditions every day. In addition, they work from dawn to dusk, receiving little to no pay. Help them by donating to our NGO.
This is a little video we made about what we do and some of the children in child labor.
There are many economic causes of Ghana child labor. For one, when families are in debt, they have to, they often sell their children in order to get money again. So they're either in debt from a bad harvest or a family's illness. And their children go away to work for a master in either the fishing or agriculture or a factory. And that's where they work from dawn to dusk, and they face harsh conditions and dangers. And in other situations, families often sell their children because they are unable to pay for school-related fees like books and uniforms. So they think that sending their child away to learn a trade like fishing or learning to weave is a viable alternative. So that's what they do. And then lastly, the economic system must include industries that allow child labor to flourish. So like there has to be jobs that children can be able to adapt to and learn, and that's how economics affects Ghana child labor.
Geography could be one of the main causes of Ghana's child labor. First of all, Ghana is home to one of the biggest man-made lakes in the world called Lake Volta. And then along those rivers, from the start, the river was filled with a lot of fish. And to actually get money out of them, they have fishing industries where they use child laborers to gain money. Over the years, the fish have been running out, so they kept using more and more child laborers to actually get them some profit. Even though only 2.3% of the whole Ghana's child labor sector is fishing, it has greater percentage of deaths than other industries, since they have to do more risks of going down underwater, trying to untangle nets, and dealing with other harmful chemicals and fish. Ghana is also famous for its cocoa bean production, as it is one of the leading countries, producing about 700 or more tons of cocoa beans each year. As agriculture is part of the cocoa bean production, it takes up about 80% of all Ghana child laborers' sectors, and then it has many different climate zones where it's suitable for growing different crops where they can use more child laborers. Also, Ghana is famous for is producing gold, as 90% of the total mineral exports is gold. But like, gold is expensive, and if you sell them, you'll get profit. So with mining with company, there's not much child labor, since it's really good for profit. But galamsey mining, which is your own company kind of mining, which is really dangerous, is almost filled with 1/5 with child laborers. So Ghana's geography could be causes of child labor.
Ghana has a horrendous and inhumane form of child labor, including fishing and agricultural farming. Farming includes heavy lifting and usage of dangerous tools. As of 2012, 54% or 924,633 children in only the cocoa sector have had reported injuries. Fishing has the need to dive in the water to entangle nets with the chance to be pierced by a tree stump or get tangled in the net and drown. I believe economy is the basic government is causing child labor from. Every day when children catch fishes or gathers cocoa beans, over time the economy skyrockets. As many people in countries have noted this as a lie, they have not helped, but many organizations have wanted to help save the children. The government of Ghana has come up with many solutions. I believe the government is corrupt. Almost everyone in Ghana knows about the Lake Volta situation, and if the government really wanted to end child labor, they have all the proof to save any kids right now, but they don't. The government of Ghana has adopted and launched a regional plan to eliminate all child labor in West Africa by 2015. But we don't know about if the government's corruption will take over and ruin the plan. So we need to fight for those poor little children, the sooner the better, because they're all dying so quickly, even when they do nothing to deserve this. No one deserves this, so that's why we need to take a stand. We need to help them. We need to save them.
Ghana has been affected by child labor for over hundreds of years. I believe it is one of the main causes for child labor because it involves government, economy, geography, and everything of the sort. So, Ghana was influenced by slavery very early because the Elima slave castle, which was the first sign of slaves. The government, in my essay, you can see many. There is a reporter talking about a former slave talking about his former past life, few years in slavery and how bad it was. And also a reporter that was talking about how he's visited Ghana several times and how bad it is to see the children working there. Ghana has been affected for very long by child slavery, and somebody needs to stop it.
Solutions is there.
What is the solution?
As you know, child labor is an awful crime, and it would be best if you eliminate all child labor. But since we can't just stop this culturally spread, activity at once, which is nearly impossible, but we can still help reduce the number of child labor happening by using the solutions provided from another classmate. We can first of all have a fun run or some kind of activity or event that we could raise money to donate to a certain family or a community which is enslaved by child labor, so they can perhaps effectively pay off their debt. And as some other NGOs are doing right now, we could go there, or adults could go to Ghana themselves and try to rescue kids from lakes, farms, factories, mines, or to provide them with a shelter or community of some sort to act like their second home until they get to go back to their house or their real home. Knowing that the government have been informed about this activity in their country, I think we could help try to make some event or effective, impactful event which could inform the government more, so they can perhaps enforce the laws more than before, to like let them know that this is happening in their country right now, so we can save more children. And the fundraiser that we're gonna do includes lighting a lantern, and then, can you explain it?
You can go to the fundraisers.